Alright, we should be live. Hopefully. Okay, I know it's been a long time. I'm just hoping right now that we can get through this as smoothly as possible for now. It's just, I do not want this to lag like last time. So let me just quickly test the audio. I want to see if the audio is working. Let's see. Alright, hold on, let me see. Testing. Okay, it looks like the game audio is a little bit too loud. Let's see if I can't turn it down a little bit. There? That's probably better. Okay. Maybe one more? No, one more up. Okay, here we go. Alright. Yeah, let's just pick it up from the top. Hopefully as few disconnections as possible. That would be nice. Sorry about the webcam. I don't have it set up in my new space. I'm in an interim kind of. I'm living with my aunt for now until I move into my apartment and into an apartment. I moved to Seattle area, so it'll be fun. But anyways, let's get going. Ugh, I'm feeling queasy. Ugh. Come on, Nick. It's just like I said. Oh, Maya, what do you mean? You're such a worrywart. I knew you'd get all jittery before the trial. It's not like that, it's just... I didn't expect to have to stand in a foreign court. Yeah, we don't know much about the court system here. The Legal League of Attorneys would like this to be an exemplary case. So that'd make you an exemplary attorney. I hope you don't infect any British lawyers with your nervous attitude. You're making it sound like I'm a virus or something. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney. And this is Maya Fey, my, assistant of sorts? Of sorts? I guess I should explain why she's dressed up like that, but it's a long story, and we don't have the time. We've come to England on the Legal League of Attorneys exchange. I'm acting as a representative of the American Legal League. You know, they probably sent you because you don't ever seem to be busy. You weren't supposed to stand in court, but we thought it'd be like a vacation. But here we are. As usual, we've been dragged into a strange case. Hey Nick, so what do you suppose this trial's all about? What if it was this? Look, check out today's newspaper. I feel like I gotta get the text speed up, it's a little too small. Elusive jewel thieves at large in London. Scotland Yard on red alert. Wouldn't that be cool? Ugh, Maya, don't get your hopes up. We're here on an exchange. It should be a simple textbook trial. Really? London's a big city. What are the odds of us getting a case like that? Well, that's boring.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Uh-oh.
How do you do? I am Miss Darklaw, teacher at the Alcott School for Young Women. Isabella, this man is your defense lawyer. Pleased to meet you.
So it is the girl from us. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Pleased to meet you. I'm Phoenix Wright, your attorney. Pleased to meet you. What's with this girl? Can't she hear me? Is this girl the defendant in today's case? That is correct. She's the people I'd like you to represent. She's pleading guilty, so there was not much you need to do. Pleading guilty? I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. What kind of request is that? Isabella, what are you accused of? Have you not received the case materials? No, we haven't. And we weren't told anything. My, forgive me for this oversight. Here, this is the case file. Attorney, defendant, the court hearing will begin now. Please proceed to the courtroom. Well then, I entrust Isabella to you. That's... Wait, what? No, wait, I didn't even have the time to look through the case file. Par for the course with us, I guess. Isabella, please be a good girl and don't cause any trouble. Did she just mumble something?
I'm not a witch.
Isabella? What did you say? Chop chop, defense. Let's not keep everyone waiting. I am a witch. And so, another trial begins. And as always, I've got no idea what's going to happen.
All right. Let's do it, Nick.
Alright. Trial by fire, as usual. Fancy court, damn. It's probably the fanciest court you've ever been in.
The court is now in session for the trial of Isabella Cantabella.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
How about the defense? Are you ready?
Yes. Well, I guess you could call it ready, Your Honor.
I hear it's your first appearance in a British court.
I wonder if I turn my headphones up if it changes the level of the audio. Let me see. Let's do an audio test. Audio test. Nah, it seems to be about the same volume. Okay. I hear it's your first appearance in a British court.
Well, yes, that's right.
The Legal
sorry,
League of Attorneys Exchange, was it? Sounds like fun. Hope you're enjoying the sights. You can take it easy today. Don't worry, Prosecutor Flinch will take care of everything.
He's treating us like amateurs, Nick.
Oh boy, this looks bad. Can I really defend this girl?
We've dealt with difficult clients before. Oh, I see. Well, since this is your first case here, I will ask you a few simple questions to make sure we're all on the same page. Oh, yes, that's fine with me. Dang, time to sink or swim. Answer my questions then, Mr. Wright. What is the name of the defendant? Isabella. That would be Isabella Cantabella, Your Honor. That would be embarrassing if we got that one. That is correct. Whew. That's the first hurdle. I see you're terribly proud of yourself for answering that basic question. Let's move on to the next question. It'll take me a little bit to get back to my voice because it's been so long since I've been doing this regularly. What is the nature of the offense? What crime is Isabella accused of? Well, let's go to our menu. Oh, we don't have our evidence items yet. Or do we? You know, Isabella seems like such a timid girl. You think it's something minor, like shoplifting? Maybe. I wouldn't call it minor, though. It can't be anything major like that. Large-scale jewel theft.
Please answer the question. Can you name the 2 offenses?
Did he just say 2? Nick, think. What other petty offense could it be? I don't know. I'm clueless about this case. We weren't told anything about it at all. My. Could it be that our esteemed visitor left his common sense back home? All the evidence is in the court record. You haven't forgotten that, have you? That's it. The court record. Right. That's what you always refer to. The court record. Touch the court record icon to view it at any time. Yeah, it just slipped my mind. It must be the nerves. Okay, let's check it now. Touch court record. Theft and assault. Got it. Light injury, laceration to the back of the head, hit with a long bone. Okay. Okay, but that medical report doesn't say who. The court record holds all the evidence from this case. I better take a look.
Right, defense. You've had enough time to ponder my question. What is Miss Cantabella accused of?
Theft and assault. Right? Just to make sure. Yes, theft and assault. Yeah, it doesn't say here. Okay. Theft and assault. Well, according to the case outline, it was theft and assault. Indeed. What disgusting crimes.
Is that correct, defendant?
Yes. I remember when I did the first playthrough of this, not on stream, but I gave her voice a non-British accent just to differentiate a little bit. I know she is British, but, like, giving myself a little leeway there. Alright, this movie so soft that it's like not even that noticeable. No kidding. She doesn't look like a violent girl, at least to me. What if I turn my mic up a little bit? There you go. Okay. Audio check, is that too loud? Audio check, is that too loud? Maybe turn it down 1 notch. There we go. Okay.
Now that that's settled, Prosecutor Flinch, please briefly outline the case for the court.
Yes, Your Honor. The incident took place on a small freighter moored at a harbour on the River Thames. The freighter was carrying goods away from London. The defendant illegally boarded the ship and tried to steal some of its cargo. But she was discovered by a crew member and captured by the ship's security guard. So she was caught red-handed.
And she violently resisted when found by the crew member?
Violently resisted? Indeed, she picked up a steel pipe and hit the crew member on the head. Sounds pretty vicious. So that's the assault she's accused of.
And what did the defendant attempt to steal from the freighter?
A stuffed toy, Your Honor. It's the Metropolitan Police mascot, PC Badger. Oh, Nick, I want one! I see that mascot made a career for itself in England. Who would have thought? Bully Badger.
I think we all have a clear picture of the incident now. The prosecution may begin.
The prosecution calls its first witness. Please bring him in. There's something fishy about this trial. And there's something even fishier about my client. There isn't an ounce of expression on her face. I better keep my eyes wide open.
Witness, state your name and profession.
A ship is always a risk at every hour, minute and second. That's where I come in. I am a peacekeeper, the one and only guardian to an otherwise defenseless ship.
Oh my
The
gosh.
name Smiles. Johnny Smiles. Security Guard Supreme.
Alright. Yes. According to the police report, the witness was patrolling the freighter on the night of the crime. Yeah, I was. Patrolling the freighter, and my expertly trained eyes leave nothing unseen. I'll go blind if he keeps smiling like that.
Very well, Mr. Smiles. We would like to hear your testimony. Describe what happened during your night patrol.
Yes, sir. Johnny Smiles will reveal all. Alright, let's see. Witness testimony. Patrolling on the night of the crime. That night, I went on patrol as usual. ZZZO. My keen ears latched onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow. The next moment, I captured the criminal expertly. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene.
And so, the woman you arrested was...
It was the defendant, Espella Cantabella, sir. And as per standard patrolling procedure, all lights were on and you saw clearly. Is that correct, Mr. Smiles? Yes, sir. I am an expert, after all. Huh? Is it just me, or did he hesitate before saying that?
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Yes, sir. I'm starting to talk like that guy. Let us see how skilled our visiting barrister is.
Yes. By the way, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Our cross-examination procedure should be the same as anywhere else. But just in case, would you like to have it explained to you?
The cross-examination procedure. Should I ask for an explanation? There's no need. No, thank you. I'm fine. I press the witness on all suspicious statements to gather information. And when there's a contradiction, I present evidence. Just like I always do. Okay, let's do it, Nick.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination. Patrolling on the night of the crime. Okay, save state. Not that we'll need it, but I just like to do it for checkpoints. Save state. This one. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. Hold it! Are you sure you didn't notice anything unusual about the cargo hold? Not a thing. Well, aside from the defendant swinging that pipe around. Could someone else have been hiding in that room? Objection! The security guard patrolling the freighter is responsible for checking every corner. He would have spotted an intruder right away. Isn't that so, witness? Yes, I carry my trusty pocket torch for precisely such a task. I'd have noticed anything suspicious in an instant. Your Honor, may I?
What is it, Prosecutor Flinch?
I would like to get the event straight while referring to this crime scene photo. The defendant and the crew member were fighting in the back of the cargo hold, is that correct? Yes, sir. They were fighting right under that emergency light.
Some items are spilling out of the broken crate.
Indeed, that crate was broken by the defendant with a steel pipe. Incidentally, the items we could see spilling out are stuffed toys depicting London's own police mascot, PC Badger.
I see. The crime scene photo shall be added to the court record.
Crime scene photo added to the court record.
The witness may continue his testimony.
Well, with that in mind,
Within seconds, I had established that there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. However, I would say this is pretty out of order. All the box and all the stuff, like the boxes and all the stuff around, like, excuse me, seems out of order to me. Objection! You're saying that there was nothing out of order in the cargo hold? Well, that's a bit funny. Huh? The point is, one of the crates in the cargo hold appears to have been tampered with. Objection! That. The defendant must have smashed it. With the pipe. Nothing odd about it. Please take a look at the crime scene photo. There's this broken crate where the fight took place, but also... there's another crate here that seems kind of strange, don't you think? This crate, sitting quite a distance away from where the fight took place, appears to have been forced open. Isn't this the sort of thing a security guard should immediately notice? You testified that you established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. So how come you didn't notice something so obvious?
Order, order. That's certainly a serious oversight, particularly for someone claiming to be an expert.
Objection! Whether the witness is an expert or not bears no relevance to this case. What matters is that he saw the defendant hit the victim with a steel pipe. Hold it! Hold it! What you just said, I'm afraid I can't let that slide. Excuse me? I am an expert guard. Focused, thorough, precise. A true professional. Ha! To prove it, I will testify once more. You're all dying to know why I ignored that one crate, huh? What?
Very well. The witness shall continue his testimony.
What excuse do you think he'll come up with, Nick? Who knows? I've got a bad feeling about this, though. What did he actually see? Witness testimony. What I saw at the crime scene. It's only natural that I missed the other crate. The lights in the cargo hold weren't on. But of course I had this. A guard's best friend is his trusty pocket torch. The emergency light was on, mind, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see. I saw that girl stand right in front of the crew members she attacked. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it. Wait a moment. The security company claims that the lights were on during the patrol. Yes, that's the official procedure, you see. But those light controls can be such a pain in the... Wait, no, that's not it. I mean, the truth is, an expert like me doesn't need those lights to do his work. Not when I've got this. The focus beam of my trusty torch cuts through darkness like a laser.
The witness will refrain from pointing the torch in this direction. Justice may be blind, but I'd rather not be.
Oops, sorry, Your Honor.
This trusty torch shall be added to the court as evidence.
Torch added to the court.
Ew, what is that?
What is it, Your Honor?
This pocket torch is covered in something sticky.
Ah! It seems my sweet little buddy's been up to some mischief.
Sweet little buddy? Do you mean your chocolate?
Johnny left sticky fingerprints all over his flashlight. Ugh, don't look at me, I'm not touching it.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. God.
Cross-examination. What I saw at the crime scene. What a weirdo this guy is. Bro's also offering another testimony because he doesn't want to be slighted and he wants to prove his fucking strength. Or his, like, his status as a badass security guard. Alright, bud. Okay. Wait, yeah, so the lights weren't on. I thought he said he were on. Weren't. Okay. Oh, yeah, but the emergency light was okay, yeah. I saw that girl stand right in front of the crew member she attacked. Hold it! And you saw that clearly. Yes. I got there, opened the door, and then BAM! That's what had happened. I felt it in my shades. They spoke to me. Johnny, you're looking at a crime here. Huh? Well, wait a second. You were wearing sunglasses? Yeah. What's a security guard without a pair of shades? These babies are a part of me. Witness, you were patrolling the freighter with sunglasses on? Ha! Of course I was. Whatever I do it with style. Is a bit of vanity a crime? Don't you wear your specs for the same reason? Vanity? I wear them because I'm short-sighted, I'll have you know. You've got that right, Flinch. So Johnny had sunglasses on in a dimly lit room. Do you think he actually managed to see anything? Nick, check the court record. There might be a contradiction in Johnny's testimony. Yeah, good idea. So there might be a contradiction, huh? Witness, continue your testimony. Okay, let's review. So... Wait. Okay, that's fine. Let's prod him on... And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it. Hold it! However, you didn't even notice the other crate. This one here. How could you prove there wasn't someone hiding inside that box? Not a possibility, I'm afraid. Huh? That wharf is fitted with CCTV cameras. The recordings from that night have already been examined. Not a single person was seen leaving the ship. If there are security cameras monitoring this ship, then why did they bother keeping Johnny around, Nick? Whoa, whoa. Not so loud. Whoa, not so loud, Maya.
So there were no other intruders?
Yes, sir, that's right. Okay. Oh, man. Some guard he is. That prosecutor could have at least checked if the lights were on or not. Yeah, you know, maybe this hasn't been all that properly investigated. You think so? Obviously. In any case, some things the guard said are kind of strange. Let's see what he says when I show him some evidence. Okay, let's see. The emergency light was on, so, it wasn't so dark I couldn't see. Hold it! An emergency light? The defendant and the crew member fought under that emergency light.
Ah, yes, there it is. In the back of the room.
Yes, sir! The cargo hold was faintly lit up by that little light, red light there. But the regular lights are on in this picture. Well, yeah, I switched them on before the police came. What? I didn't want to risk my bright career over my slightly different take on the rules. After all, I am an expert. It's all in the details. You're an expert, alright. An expert in bending the rules.
Okay, let's see. Oh, right. I saw that crew member, that girl stand right in front of the crew member she attacked. I remember. Right? Because we just looked at a report saying light injury, back of the head. So she wasn't in front of the crew member. Objection! You're sure the defendant was standing right in front of the crew member? Absolutely. They were facing each other the entire time. Well, that's weird, because it clearly contradicts this evidence. What? What do you mean? According to the victim's medical report, the blow was dealt to the back of the head. The back of the head? Do you understand now? If they were facing each other, there's no way the victim could have been hit from the behind. Yes, sir! Next. I'll just move it. Witness, can you offer an explanation to this court? Yes, explain yourself. It's the first I'm hearing of this. Yes, sir, it's strange, isn't it? I'm totally sure they were fighting face to face. I'd swear there's melting chocolate bar on it. It doesn't look like he's lying, but then... Hey, Nick, look at me. Yoink! Ow! What are you doing, Maya? I was just checking if I could hit the back of your head while you were facing me. Doesn't seem doable, especially for someone as vertically challenged as me. How about... Ow! You keep your dangerous little experiments inside that head of yours, Maya. I kind of like living things. Well, at least we've learned a couple of important things. First, that this witness is unreliable, and second, that the prosecution didn't investigate this case properly. If my gut feeling is right, there's much more to this case than meets the eye. Now's my chance. What should I do? Plead not guilty. Your Honor, the defense asserts once more that the defendant Espella Cantabella is innocent. What? This is foolishness. Just who do you think you are, anyway? Waltzing in here with your ridiculous assumptions. Balderdash, I say. That's not how it's supposed to be. What did you say? Not how it was supposed to be? Oh, what was supposed to be? In light of this new development, the court's opinion is that the defendant is in no way cleared of suspicion. However, the witness's testimony has been proven unreliable. That's more like it. Looks like I'm starting to win over the judge. Objection! Don't forget that the defendant admits all charges. Surely her guilt is beyond doubt. Objection! The defendant is just a schoolgirl. You can't go on her confession alone. So far, we have established only one thing. That Mr. Smiles is neither an expert nor even a reliable witness. What was a period omitted from that?
Hold it!
Hold it! In my long 6-month career as a security guard, never have my professionalism and expertise been questioned. Isn't 6 months barely past the probation period? You're saying Goldilocks there is innocent. In other words, that she didn't assault anyone. And that she didn't steal this toy. Isn't that so, Mr. Lawyer? Yes. At least, we have yet to see any proof that she's tried to steal it. I got you there. Huh? What? Got me how?
I have a decisive piece of evidence. Yeah! The proof that that girl was trying to kidnap PC Badger. What? You do? Even Flinch is shocked. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand. She didn't even seem to notice.
And what would that be?
It would appear to be PC Badger's tag, Your Honor.
Now that you mention it, this mascot does seem to have some sort of ill-fitting tag attached. What's this engraved on the tag? Is that an address?
Oh? You mean there's an address or address written on there? It would appear to be Scotland Yard's and their telephone number. It is Scotland Yard's mascot, after all. This tag, it's been ripped. It's been ripped from one of the PC Badger toys? Yes, sir. The suspect was caught in the act of nicking this very toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. What? Then this tag is... What we have here is the decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! Well, do we have fingerprints to suggest that she actually... I wasn't expecting evidence like that. Objection! Witness, I was never informed of such evidence. If you had this in your possession, why didn't you hand it in to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, I am an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself was that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now.
This tag is vital evidence. It will be added to the court record.
Kind of ways it was added in, honestly. Torn tag added to the court record. Defense? Mr. Wright, was it? Yes, Prosecutor Flinch? Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair. That's true. And that call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere. Perhaps, in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution? Oh. Come to think of it, Miss Darklaw did say something about that before the trial, but how did he know? She's pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. That's what you were asked to do. As you have convinced us all of your skill, so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant is guilty and call it a day,
What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Depending on your stance on this matter, the court may now pass the verdict.
My stance? That's something I don't need to think twice about. Continue trial. The defense requests that the trial continue. What? The defense stands by its assertion that Espella Cantabella is not guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I, too, have a request to make. Your Honor.
Yes, Prosecutor Flinch.
The prosecution calls its second witness. Hey, wait a second. What about me? Come on, guys. Don't forget about Johnny. Literally started from the top. No detail omitted. I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television. Yes. Yes, sir! Alright.
I believe a break is in order. The court will now adjourn for a 15-minute break. So, Mr. Flinch, prepare your witness. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense has no objections. Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now. To be continued. No save? Okay. Well, I saved the state last time because I think I did save the file, but for some reason it wasn't up. So we will save another state here. Huh. Glad that the first part's over. That one was quite a character. I bet he'd love to be on or be one in a crime drama. He ended up making it a comedy though. I'd hate it if poor Spella was found guilty because of his shaky testimony. But at least now it looks like we might be able to get Spella a not guilty verdict. Yeah, I hope that cheered Spella up a bit. Oh! I forgot about Darklaw. She's reading my newspaper. Maybe it's just me, but she doesn't look pleased. Well, yeah, obviously. Oh, it's you. I appreciate your efforts, Mr. Wright. Thank you. But while I understand your drive to win this case... My drive? This is not the time for your personal ambitions. I told you before, didn't I? That Espella is pleading guilty, and that you should accept the proposed punishment. This incident has already been settled between our school and the police. But, Miss Darklaw, Espella could be innocent! Believe me, it will be in Espella's best interest if you end the trial as soon as possible. The more this trial drags on, the more traumatic it is for this poor girl. Oh yeah, so getting a guilty verdict and facing punishment directly from the legal system will not be traumatic. I'm sorry. She may be saying that she's guilty, but is she really? In any case, Mr. Wright, we don't want our school being shoved into the limelight because of this case. So if you could please refrain from picking at meaningless details such as that toy. Get this trial over with quickly. This is your client's wish, Mr. Wright. I understand. I'll do my best. It's a relief to hear that. Let's go, Espella. Yes, Miss Darklaw. What the heck was that all about? We've been busting our butts over here, trying to prove that Espella's innocent, and she expects us to give up now? Just give up now? Why are you yelling at me, Maya? But when you think about it, Darklaw is acting very strange. Her own people's on trial, and she just stands around reading other people's newspapers. Yeah, what's she so busy reading about anyway? There's nothing about Espella in that paper. Was she checking the soccer scores or something? Newspaper out of the court record. The break is almost over. We better go back. Flinch looked really confident about this new witness. I'm Espella's defense attorney. I'll stand by her no matter what. Hello, Virulent Benediction 6 is EUOC. I believe you're a bot, though, so, yeah. But thank you for staying in the chat a little bit.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecution, is your witness ready?
Mm-hmm. Of course, Your Honor. Bailiff, please bring her in.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
My name is Olivia Raldente. The warm winds of the Mediterranean Sea carry the spicy scent of a seafood stew. A hot Sicilian stew that soothes the hearts of sailors braving the raging waters.
Okay.
Blessed be the Sicilian cuisine and il nostro mare.
Oh. Okay. Yes, Miss Al Dente is employed as a cook on the freighter where the crime happened.
A cook? That's, interesting attire you're wearing, Miss Al Dente.
This is my work outfit. It gets very hot in the kitchen, you know.
Mm-hmm. It will be a pleasant change after that chocoholic god. He got up my nose.
Nice to see the judge is remaining impartial. Miss Al Dente discovered the defendant in the cargo hold when she went for supplies. She found Espella? That would make her the crew member that Johnny saw fighting with Espella. That is right, Mr. Wright. Miss Al Dente was the first person to discover the intruder.
But then she is the victim of assault. Hit with a steel pipe. How cruel.
If I'd only had my precious kitchen knife with me at the time, I'd have shown her my exceptional cutting skills. I don't know how to say that, honestly. Nick, look at that. She's an expert potato peeler. You better watch out around her. I'll keep that in mind.
Witness, we will now hear your testimony. Describe to us what happened in the cargo hold.
Certamente. Gladly. Witness testimony. When I found the girl. I went to the cargo hold to check the supplies. It was past 10 p.m. And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of them bizarro toys. She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her. Then she grabbed a pipe. She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge, but she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
According to the medical report, you suffered a laceration to your head, correct?
That. It's covered by the chef hat, but so you can't see it now. But when I chop up veggies, it hurts in the rhythm of the strikes. Chop, chop, chop.
That sounds most terrible, Miss Al Dente.
I should have been more careful, but she looked like a little piccola girl. Olivia is much taller than Espella. Yeah, Espella's about the same size as you. I may be short, but I'm well proportioned, and that's what matters. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to present the decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Uh-oh. Even more evidence? Are you for real? So Piccola apparently is Italian for small and neat, I guess. When describing a girl. This is a photograph of the defendant's fingerprints on the steel pipe. As you can see, the fingerprints are very clear. They were left by the assailant. They have already been examined and found to be those of the defendant.
Well, that settles it. This is undoubtedly decisive evidence.
What? The fingerprints on the weapon are Espella's? Just to put your inquisitive mind at peace, Mr. Wright, there were no other fingerprints.
This photograph shall be added to the evidence.
Fingerprint photo added to the court record. Have I not warned you, Mr. Wright? Further examination is but a waste of time. Nick, what do we do now? This evidence clearly points to Espella. We're pleading that Espella's not guilty. And if she's innocent, then this witness is lying. All we need to do is expose that lie. I've got to think straight and focus on finding the truth.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
cross-examination. When I found the girl. Alright.
She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge.
Hold it! You're sure it was the defendant that swung the pipe at you?
Objection! We know it was the defendant because her fingerprints were found on the weapon. As you can see, she held the pipe with both hands, just as the witnesses stated.
The spell is fingerprints. That's some hard evidence. But then again...
What is it, Nick?
There's something about those fingerprints.
Oh, it sounds like you're onto something, Nick.
Don't get too excited. It's just a hunch. Yeah, they are position kind of. These fingerprints, they don't look quite right to me for some reason. This fella swung this pipe while holding it in both hands?
In any case, pray tell us what happened after the defendant took a swing at you.
Let's see. Oops. Oh, memo, you can like write stuff down. I forgot about that.
But she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
Hold it! Do you remember the moment you were hit?
Sorta. It was dark, so I'm not exactly sure how it happened. See, I'm clever with my fingers, but not that good at dodging steel pipes, so I got it.
And you're positive there was no one else at the crime scene?
Yep. That cute guard suddenly walked in, sort of nonchalantly. Now that I think about it, the door suddenly opened and I turned towards it. That must be when I got it, so it was his fault.
Huh?
Oh, I'll have my revenge. They say my special spice blend is too strong for human consumption. I don't think you'll ever be able to taste chocolate afterwards.
She says while smiling. Scary.
Johnny said he saw the moment Olivia was hit.
Yeah, and he didn't see anyone else in the room either.
So when I came to, the guard boy had already captured that girl.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her testimony. Still.
Got any ideas, Nick?
This one piece of evidence has been on my mind. It's not something easy to see, but it feels out of place. I didn't notice anything. I'd better take a second look at the court record. I've got nothing concrete, just a hunch to go on, but should I present that? It was kind of odd she told us not to talk with the doll, so wait, let's...
And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of them bizarro toys.
Hold it! And this bizarre toy she was holding was none other than...
PC Badger, was it? The girl held it in a tight grip like a Seahawk holds its prey.
Are you certain it was the defendant?
It was kinda dark in that room, but... I swear on Neptune it was her. The witness was engaged in a face-to-face fight with the defendant. Even if the room was poorly lit, there is no doubt she would recognize her assailant.
The spell was holding PC Badger. Did she intend to steal it?
What did the witness do upon discovering the intruder?
She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her. Then she grabbed a pipe.
Hold it! The defendant tried to escape?
She had nowhere to run, though, because she was at the far end of the room. I'm really good at catching chickens that try to run from the knife. so I caught her rapidamente. And when you caught her, things took a violent turn. Yeah, she was so small, you know, you wouldn't think she had that in her. There was a steel pipe prodded against the wall right next to her. Was it the pipe from this picture? Yeah, she picked it up and held it in both hands. And then... Okay, let's see. She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge. Wait, because if she's shorter than her, and she's... Yeah, it's also just the fingerprints. Objection! You're claiming that the defendant swung the pipe at you. Well, that's impossible. Why do you say that, sweetie? Oh, the defendant's fingerprints are found in the pipe. However, there is a contradiction here. A contradiction? Impossible!
That is most interesting. Well then, the defense shall explain. What in the photo of the fingerprints contradicts the testimony?
The position of the fingerprints. Well, position and location kind of go together. But I would say maybe location of the fingerprints mostly. It's the location of the fingerprints, Your Honor.
Oh, the location?
According to the witness's testimony, the defendant held the pipe like this. And in order to hit the witness on the head, she raised the pipe like so. That is precisely what she did. And then she struck from above. But here's the problem. Think about the fingerprints that she would have left had she done just that.
What are you getting at, Mr. Wright?
No, look closely at the way I'm holding the pipe. In this situation, the fingerprints would look like this. The thumb is above the other fingers.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Now, take a look at the fingerprints that were actually left on the pipe.
Goodness, the thumb. It's below the other fingers.
What? That's right. Miss Al Dente? What is it? Had the defendant attacked you as you described, the fingerprints would have been the other way around, which means... Something's not right with your testimony.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? These fingerprints were submitted as decisive evidence. How come this contradiction was not brought to light before?
No! Miss Al Dente, what do you have to say about this? Excuse me, Miss Al Dente? Know how to bring out the full sweetness of a sweet potato? Huh? Use a pinch of salt. Interesting, right? Use salt to make something taste sweeter. I'm not following. I remember it now. It was the other way around, not as you'd expect it. No. I'm sorry, I got a bit confused. You normally hold a pipe like that, but she's so small and the pipe is heavy, she held it the other way around. The other way.
The other way?
Not like this. She held it like this, in this way. Objection! But you testified that she fiercely swung the pipe at you. I'm telling you, I got confused. Olivia's sorry, okay? How could you mistake the way she held the pipe if she was right in front of you? Oh, why don't you go fry an egg? What does it matter if she held it the other one way or another? You wouldn't call a slightly salted sweet potato a salty potato because it's still a sweet potato no matter what you add to it. The witness probably has a point. Doesn't she, Mr. Wright?
Ugh. So the defendant attacked the witness, holding the pipe backhanded. It seems a bit unnatural, but it does make sense, I suppose.
Indeed it does, Your Honor. There is no problem with this evidence, after all.
Does the defense agree?
If I agree that there are no problems with this evidence, we'll be one step away from losing this case. There's got to be a contradiction somewhere in that fishy testimony. Could a spell have hit Olivia holding the pipe backhanded? No, especially because she's taller, I think. That doesn't make any sense. Prove there's a contradiction. Objection! Well, Miss Al Dente, I'm afraid that you're in a pickle now. I don't really see why. Adding a pack of lies to a testimony can turn things very sour for a witness.
It would seem the defense is prepared to prove its claim. That there is a contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Correct, Your Honor. I won't know until I try.
The defense shall now present evidence to the court. The evidence contradicting the assertion that the defendant hit the witness holding the pipe backhanded is...
Okay, let's see. Unless she's left-handed, it means she has the left hand on the top, right? Like, I mean, oh yeah, well she had the torn tag when seized, right? So take that! Well, this is it. Oh no, that was wrong. Whoops.
Well, I will ask for your opinion on this, Prosecutor Flinch. I don't understand what the defense is trying to say.
Oh, we could say that things have gone sour for Mr. Wright rather than the witness. Huh. Accusing me of lying is in really bad taste, you know. God! I messed up that big time. Say, Nick, do you think she even got hit in the first place? She did. It says so in her medical report. Laceration to the back of the head. You can't see it because it's under her chef's hat. Estelle and I wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Because they're both so short. Oh, that made me think of something.
Defense, are you still there?
Yes, please give me another chance. No matter how you slice it, you can't prove anything.
The defense shall now present evidence to the court. The evidence contradicting the assertion that the defendant hit the witness holding the pipe backhanded is...
I don't know, I'm struggling with this one for so much. I mean, I would say it's just this in general. Because very awkward fingers, but... I mean, it could be the fact that it's back of the hand. Or back of the head. And it does say light long. Maybe it's the medical report. Take that! Miss Al Dente, you previously testified that you were using that hat to cover the wound you received in the assault. It's normal for signorinas to cover up things they don't want others to see. That's not all. You also described the defendant as little, if you recall. Yeah, and she's short, yeah, obviously. That is to say, Miss Cantabella is, at the very least, shorter than you. My point is trying to prove with the tag is that she was holding it when she got seized, which I thought was right around the same time, so like, one-handed versus two-handed open. But anyways. I've grown tall and earthy thanks to the wonderful Mediterranean sunshine. Let me ask you then. How did a girl shorter than you, holding a heavy pipe backhanded, manage to land a blow to the back of your head? I'd say it's impossible. The fingerprints on the weapon show that the defendant held it backhanded. But even if she didn't, it is highly unlikely she would be able to hit Miss Al Dente's head like that.
Order! I will have order! What is the defense getting at?
Objection! Even if it was highly unlikely, it cannot be proven that it was impossible. Miss Cantabella's fingerprints were found on that pipe, Your Honor. Nothing can change the fact that it was the defendant who held the weapon.
That is so. Does the defense have any comments?
I can't deny that. It's clear that Espella did hold that pipe. She held it like this, right? Why would she do that? It'd be hard to hit anyone like this. Oh! When she holds it like that, it looks as if... Oh yeah? That makes more sense with the fingers.
The court recognizes the validity of the prosecution's objection. Fingerprints on the weapon prove that it was used by the defendant.
Objection! The defendant's fingerprints may be on the pipe. However, that doesn't prove she hit anyone with it. Objection! Nonsense! What else would she pick up a steel pipe for? Objection! Oh, I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Well then, the defense may elaborate on this idea.
What I say next will turn this trial around. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the weapon when she tried to defend herself. Well, naturally. She held the pipe with both hands when she stopped it from coming down on her head.
Stopped it?
With both hands? That's right, like this. How'd she even get the... It's just part of the... Oh, I guess it's part of the evidence, yeah. Or maybe. Please take another look at this photo. These are not the fingerprints of an assailant, but rather the fingerprints of a victim who was defending herself. Which brings us to the conclusion that Miss Cantabella didn't attack the witness. She was in fact a victim desperately trying to defend herself. This cannot be! And if Miss Cantabella was a victim, who was the real assailant? There's only one person who could have done it. The only other person at the crime scene was Olivia Al Dente. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah!
Order! 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 If I cannot have order, the court will be adjourned.
Be quiet, all of you! You just don't quite quit, do you? A lousy lawyer like you should get the chop. How about I show you my knife up close? Objection! Shouldn't she be in, like, contempt? Shouldn't she be, like, be put in contempt for that? Have you lost your mind, Mr. Wright? The witness is the victim, not the assailant. There are no fingerprints other than the defendant's on the weapon. Objection! Look at the witness's outfit. She's wearing gloves. That's why she left no fingerprints. Ugh! You prickly sea urchin. Objection! But you cannot be sure she was wearing gloves that night. Objection! Ah, the witness has called this her work outfit, so she must have been wearing it when she went to check supplies. Hold it! You devious lawyer. Slippery as an eel. It was me because I had gloves on? As if it was only me wearing gloves. She's the only one in the courtroom wearing gloves. There was that guy. The guard, he was wearing gloves too. What? Is he throwing under the bus much?
The guard? So that was the previous witness?
Oh, that's right. Gloves are part of the guard's uniform by regulation. See? That guard, Johnny, he was wearing gloves that night too.
What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Since you're claiming that the assailant is the person who had gloves on, that would make the guard a suspect as well.
Could Johnny be the culprit? It's impossible. It's because of the frickin' flashlight, we know. Johnny Smiles is not the culprit. Why not? Anyone with gloves could have done it. Didn't you just say that? No, I didn't.
However, it does seem plausible that the guard could have done it. He was wearing gloves after all.
But he got there after this witness anyways. I'm afraid that's impossible, Your Honor, and I have proof.
You do?
Fascinating. Let's see this proof, if you really have it. Please enlighten us as to why Smiles cannot be the culprit. Provide the proof. Take that! Mr. Smiles is, not to put it nicely, what you may call a free spirit. There is no guarantee he would follow the rules and wear his full uniform. And this evidence proves he did not wear gloves. Wait! Don't throw that filthy torch at me!
Will someone please wipe the chocolate off this evidence?
No, Your Honor. This chocolate is the evidence. What? Mr. Smiles was snacking on a chocolate bar during his patrol. That's why his flashlight is in this sorry state. And covered in his chocolatey fingerprints. Therefore, we know that he didn't wear gloves when patrolling the ship that night. Rule-breaking, chocolate-loving Johnny Smiles was not the culprit. What? That's ridiculous! Wait, objection! Wait, isn't there like a, hold on, let me see it. Oh, is there not a... Oh, no, dang it. That was, ridiculous, I say. I don't know. Should use the stream bug probably, but anyways. Kind of bugs me on that. Your Honor, the defense must merely point out a possibility. To call this witness a criminal without actual evidence against us is preposterous. Objection! The prosecution's duty is to clear what doubts there may be regarding the defendant's guilt. And I have demonstrated that there is, at the very least, a possibility that the witness is not telling the truth. Objection! At the very least, Espella Cantabella is not innocent. As corroborated by PC Badger, the toy that she attempted to steal. What was that? Did Olivia just freeze for a second?
Prosecutor Flinch explained to the court about this toy, this new piece of evidence.
This is the stuffed toy the defendant tried to steal that night.
One of its legs would appear to be missing, the poor thing.
This mishap befell PC Badger as the witness and defendant were fighting. The captain of the freighter reported the damage after the defendant's arrest. So this is the stuffed animal Olivia snatched from Espella.
I see. The court would like to hear the witness's testimony regarding this evidence.
Witness, your testimony. Excuse me, witness, you have been asked to testify. I'm so very sorry. I got a little upset from all these accusations. I'm not used to this, to being called a liar. Ah yes, it's only natural. Don't worry about that. It's all that slimy attorney's fault.
Why do I feel like a Neil on a chopping board?
The witness will now testify. Tell us how you retrieved this toy from the defendant.
Gladly. Oh, in nostro mare.
I wonder what she's saying. I don't get it. Whatever she said, I'll make sure this is the last time she says it in court. About PC Badger. When it says something about PC Badger.
I wrestled this toy back from that thief and then gave it to the police. When I found that girl, I thought I couldn't let her get away with our precious cargo. Naturalmente, I had to get that toy back from her first. Its leg got ripped off though. But there's no way I could have attacked her with the pipe. I was holding the toy in one hand. I don't remember much about when I was it, but I got the toy back at least.
I see. What a commendable attitude, going to such lengths to protect the cargo.
I may not be a security guard, but I'll do what it takes for the sake of our ship.
It didn't do much good in the end. This PC Badger is way too damaged to be sold.
These lovely little toys are made at a workshop in London. We transport them down the River Thames, distributing them to children as we go.
Didn't she call them bizarro toys earlier? And now suddenly they're cute?
And what about fingerprints on this toy?
It is a soft toy after all, so no usable fingerprints were found.
Well, that is unfortunate. Regardless, the court accepts it into evidence.
Stolen toy added to the court record.
The defense may now begin cross-examination. May now cross-examine the witness. Sorry.
Cross-examination. About PC Badger. Alright, let's see.
I wrestled this toy back from the thief, then gave it to the police.
Oops. So this toy you're saying... Yeah, no you didn't. Objection! Because of the tag. Miss Aldente, I would like to confirm just one thing. The stuffed animal you submitted to the police, is it this one?
Yeah, that's the one. No doubt about it.
I'm sorry, but if that's the case, things simply don't add up.
What is that? What doesn't add up? If it's about the leg, it's that girl's fault. It got ripped off because she wouldn't let go.
The problem is not something that's missing from this stuffed animal. On the contrary, it's something that shouldn't be there in the first place.
Something that shouldn't be there?
And that is, of course, this item. This is the final piece of evidence received from the guard, Mr. Smiles. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand. She didn't even seem to notice.
And what would that be?
It would appear to be PC Badger's tag, Your Honor. Strange, isn't it? Something was definitely ripped off the plushie. Sorry, I was eating a candy bar. Or like a granola bar. But it wasn't its leg. It was the tag. Mm-hmm. You noticed it too, didn't you, Miss Al Dente? If this is the stuffed animal that Miss Cantabella was holding when you found her, then why is the tag still on it? Yeah. Order! Order! I will have order! What is the... Hey, you tasteless-looking prosecutor over there. Yes? What is about a tag? You didn't tell me anything about that. If you'll please calm down. It's no use blaming the prosecutor. He didn't even know this tag existed. Objection! Witness, I had not been informed of such evidence. If you had this in your possession, why didn't you hand it in to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, I am an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself was that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. For better or for worse, this tag's existence has only recently come to light. Neither the prosecution, nor you, Your Honor, knew about it before this trial. But then, why is there a tag on this toy? How come this toy has a tag? The answer is simple. There's a tag on the stuffed animal because the toy was swapped. There's only one possibility. Miss Al Dente, before handing the plushie to the police, you swapped it for another. Yeah. Listen to yourself. Why would I even do something like that? Ridicolo. And, that's right, that tag must be a fake. A fake? Why would you think that? That chocolate freak must be trying to frame me, that's what it is. Objection! Mr. Smiles has no motive to do something like that. Objection! No motive. It doesn't require much thinking to come up with one. He wanted attention. Yes, what he said. The guard lied to show off. That's all there is to it. Did Johnny produce bogus evidence to draw attention to himself? It's impossible. Like, why would he... It's possible, perhaps, but not very likely. I didn't mean to... I thought I went down. Ah, see? Next time I see that guard, I'll test my new knife on him. However, it's easy to check whether this evidence is genuine. Oh, yeah, I guess it is possible. What? How do you plan to check it? By checking the fingerprints, of course. Fingerprints? Ah! According to Mr. Smiles' testimony, when he seized Miss Cantabella, she was holding the tag in her hand. Therefore, her fingerprints should still be on that tag. Yeah. Bailiff, have this evidence investigated immediately. That was awesome, Nick. We almost got her now. Mr. Flinch, I have a question for you. What is it? When you searched the crime scene, did you find a toy without a tag? Well, Mr. Flinch, did you? No. We, considering the circumstances, it did not seem necessary to investigate it quite so thoroughly. But at the very least, I can tell you that all the toys in the crate had tags on. Excuse me, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? It appears no stuffed animal was found without a tag, which means that it may still be hidden at the crime scene. Your Honor, the defense requests that the ship be searched thoroughly this time. Send a forensics team there immediately.
You're requesting another search?
Objection! What? Surely you can't be serious. Whether the toy was swapped or not, it doesn't matter in the least. They are all the same. Any of them will do just fine. That is exactly why it's important. All these plushies are the same. There's no need to swap one for another. And yet... why is the witness getting so worked up about it? That's just, I had a feeling that there was something odd about this case. A stolen stuffed animal, and an assault connected to it. There had to be more to it. There had to be another crime under the surface. Nick! This is it. What should I do? Request search, obviously. Your Honor, the defense insists on a search. Should a plushie without a tag be found on the ship, then there's a strong possibility that this case will be resolved. Objection! The prosecution does not acknowledge the need for... Oh. Oh.
You can't! No, you can't search it again! You just can't!
Witness?
Miss Al Dente, why did you swap the stuffed animal? And why are you so afraid of having the ship searched? PC Badger holds all the answers.
I say, Mr. Wright, could it be that you already know the reason behind the swap?
Of course. I don't have any definitive proof. But when it comes to pointing out a possibility, I might have something.
Very well then, let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence that would explain why Miss Al Dente is against the search?
Perhaps this. It seemed unrelated, but maybe it wasn't so unrelated after all. Take that! There is a certain article in this newspaper. Elusive jewel thieves at large in London. Scotland Yard on red alert.
Oh, that's a robbery. I've heard about it, of course. A group of thieves robbed a jewelry shop and made away with about 50 pieces of jewelry. Many extremely valuable stones were stolen as well. Scotland Yard's under great pressure to find them.
All packages sent out from London are being scrutinized by the police. And what does this have to do with our case? Nothing! I beg to differ. The jewel theft took place in London. And that's where our freighter picked up its cargo. London? It can't be, witness. That night, you discovered the defendant in the cargo hold. She was holding one of the plushies. You knew you had to get it back. You had to get it back at all costs. But why go so far for a mere plushie? There's only one possible reason. You couldn't afford to have the police discover what was inside of it. Oh, damn. That was intense. Oh, what's up, Portland? Long time no see. How are you doing? How have you been lately?
We have just received a report from the team investigating the crime scene. This toy was hidden between a storage unit and a pipe. The toy has been cut open and the contents examined. And this was found inside. a pink diamond worth approximately £100,000.
Yeah, I've been doing well. I've had a lot of major life changes in the last year since I've been streaming. I moved to Seattle from Arizona. I'm living with my aunt for a bit before I found an apartment. Got a promotion, so it's all good right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I'm catching up with streaming. But it's been so long, I'm a little rusty, and it's just like, yeah. My internet is way better here because I finally got an Ethernet cable, so like the internet doesn't keep going out like last time. Thank you. We have also received a report from the crime lab. The defendant's fingerprints have been found on the tag. Do you have anything to say, Miss Al Dente? Oh. I lost, didn't I?
So you are...
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of the jewel thieves. My role was to get the loot out of London. The police never checked the regular shipments from that workshop. We decided to take advantage of that blind spot. Indeed, the regular direct delivery service has been overlooked by the police.
Possibly because that workshop produces some very mascots representing the police.
The other crew had nothing to do with it. I used their ship, that's all. It was you who hid the jewels inside the plushies. There was one jewel in each toy. I was carrying them away one by one.
The defendant happened to pick one of those toys up.
I had my heart stand still when I saw that girl in the cargo hold. Whenever I was free, I stood guard in front of that room, and yet she got in somehow. So there she was, in the room with the hidden loot. One of the toys in her hand. So how did Espella get in there? I don't know if she was trying to steal the toy or what, but I had to get it back from her, no matter the cost. And then I handed in a different toy. I made it look like it was ripped in the fight. It would have been over for me if the police had found any of the jewels. But wait, who was it in the end? Who hit Olivia? Oh, I almost forgot about that.
At first, I thought it must have been that little girl that hit me. But now I don't know.
You don't know?
No one else was supposed to be in that room. But what if there was someone in the shadows? Some mischievous person hidden in the darkness.
Hmm.
This was a most unusual case. It cannot be said that all the mysteries have been resolved, but it has become clear that Miss Cantabella is innocent.
Ugh.
Well then, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
It would seem that I owe you thanks for helping us see the truth.
No need to thank me, Your Honor. I was just doing my job. Like I always do. Is that really the smartest thing you could say or come up with?
And Mr. Flitch.
Yes, Your Honor.
This trial was part of the Legal League of Attorneys exchange program, wasn't it? May this trial serve as a lesson for you too. Is that understood?
Oh. It is as you say, Your
Oh.
Honor. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look! Without my
Oh.
glasses, I can't see and I don't want to be seen. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Oh.
Well, Layton, the court has reached its verdict. I pronounce the defendant, Espella Cantabella, not guilty.
Nice. But yeah, what have you been up to lately, Portland? What games have you been playing? Congratulations, you did it, Nick. Yeah, thanks. I guess I should be happy. But Darklaw's cold gaze is staring daggers through me. Thank you, Mr. Wright. You are better than I thought. Had I known earlier, I would have asked you to prove Espella innocent from the very start. I'm glad you're happy about the verdict. Espella, come and thank Mr. Wright. What's the big-ass book she's holding? Thank you, Mr. Wright. Good. Glad I could help. Hey, Espella. What's that big book you've got there? Oh, please forgive her. She's a bit shy, you see. She's very fond of books. At any rate, now Espella can return to a peaceful life at our boarding school. And it's all thanks to your hard work, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, I forgot there's another power washing simulator. Dragon Quest VII, nice. I'm curious. Is that the newest one? Oh no, never mind. I forgot this is a very old series. Oh yeah, Dragon Quest. It's funny, when I play, I don't know if you've ever played Fortune Street on the Wii, but it's like a crossover board game between Dragon Quest and Mario, which is cool. Oh, PS1. Okay, gotcha. Now, please excuse us. We have some formalities to attend to. Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Wright. It's pretty fun, but it's definitely under the radar. It's a bigger series in Japan. They have like a bunch of games, and they just only released one of them to the US in like 2007 or 8 or something. I would say maybe more. It would be cool to play some of the newer games from like translation. That'd be sick. Like if they were translated from Japanese. You were truly outstanding in that courtroom today. Farewell. Dragon Quest is an RPG, right? It's finally over. You know, something's still bothering me about this case. The person who hit Olivia. Where did they go? Oh yeah, turn-based RPG. Okay, gotcha. That's true. We don't know who actually assaulted Olivia. If it wasn't Espella, there must have been another person at the crime scene. But neither Olivia nor Johnny saw anyone else. The room was dark, save for the emergency light. I'm sure someone hid in the shadows. And Johnny was wearing sunglasses. I'm amazed he saw anything at all. He missed all those clues, so it's not much of a stretch to imagine he missed the perpetrator too. How about we head back now? Okay. Let's go check out Tower Bridge while we still have some daylight left.
Oh.
What is it, Maya?
There, on the couch. Isn't that Espella's book? It is the book she was holding. We should return it to her. Hey, Nick. Let's see what kind of stuff Espella likes to read.
Just quit it, Maya.
Labyrinthia, huh?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
I know, right?
Maya, look.
Huh? Hey, Nick.
Yeah, I think this is the first game they added voice acting, like into actual lines as opposed to just the speech bubbles, which is cool. Well, and that's how we join the story. Oh, really? No, I think it's actually really good. It's an interesting story. I've never played any of the Professor Layton games personally, so it's kind of cool to have that side of the gameplay loop. to be quite honest. Ooh, a bunch of points there, nice. Yeah. I know, I'm so sad with the eShop closing. They should really reopen it. Like, I know there's one on the Switch, but I don't remember if it includes DS games, really. Chapter 1, Mysterious Labyrinthia. Okay, I'll probably go for another 20 minutes, because then we'll hit the 2-hour mark. I haven't gotten that much sleep lately, so I'm pretty tired, but I'll probably try to stream next month too. Or, sorry, yeah, December. Because I'll be back from Thanksgiving, traveling to see family. But, yeah, no, I really am sad at the eShop. Luke, wake up, my boy. Eh? Professor? Good. I'm glad to see you awake. Yeah. Glad to be back. Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. A bit drowsy, though. I guess I just fell asleep all of a sudden. Wait, now I remember. Professor, what happened with the witches? And where exactly are we? Well, Luke, I've only just woken up myself. We've been here in this horse-drawn wagon since I awoke. How did we end up asleep in a wagon? That is something we must now find out. First of all, where are we? And secondly, where are we being taken? There's another passenger over there. Let's start by asking her. Good thinking, Professor. Oh, isn't that just a speller? Oh no, right, no it's not. Excuse me, but I wonder if you could tell us where this wagon is heading. Where it's heading? That really is a meaningless question. It goes without saying, since there's only one place we could possibly be heading. I'm not sure I entirely follow. What do you mean by one place? If you really want to know, why don't you ask the wagon driver? Although, whether you ask or not, we'll be arriving at our destination soon anyway. If that's the case, surely it wouldn't hurt just to tell us. Luke, let's take her advice. We may have better luck with the driver. All right, if you say so.
So you finally woke up, did you? I was wondering what to do with you both. I was starting to think you never wake up.
Excuse me, but where's it that we're going?
Me, oh my! You didn't get into this wagon without knowing where it's headed, did you?
Well, in truth, we only just became aware that we were in here. Until just a moment ago, we were at Tower Bridge in London. I'm afraid we have no recollection of having boarded this wagon.
You certainly say the strangest things. You're both still half asleep, aren't you?
Half asleep? Of course not.
As far as I remember, you've both been in this wagon from the very start.
There's no way that's right. And besides...
Now, don't get so worked up, Sonny. You'll upset the other passengers. I know nothing about the two of you except from what I've seen. My job is just to carry my passengers to that town.
A town, you say?
Well, looky here. It's just come into sight. Why not take a peek out, hmm?
Ah. We're back in medieval times.
Captain, all present and accounted for, sir. I want you to keep it in mind, men, that the peace of this town is in your hands. Never forget that no matter what happens, the people look to you to keep the peace. We proud knights of the Order will always protect the people. Yes, sir, for honor and glory.
Captain, Captain.
What can I do for you, my little ones?
I want to join the Order of Knights and patrol the streets like you.
That's an upstanding ambition, lad. Perhaps when you're a little bigger.
Yes, sir. I'll do my very best to grow up as soon as I can, sir.
I like your spirit, young man. Be seeing you.
Oh, you look pleased with yourself. You don't really think a weakling like you could join the Order of Knights, do you? Hey, that's not a nice thing to say. Every boy wants to be a knight.
Oh, what can he do for one as sweet as you, this body bard called Bodley?
Could you sing me a well song, something romantic to melt my heart?
Oh, fair maiden, the pleasure is mine, a worthy song for a love such as mine. Oh, the love in your heart and the love in your head is full and warm like freshly baked bread.
Sweet. Professor, look at those people over there. They're wearing period costumes. I've never seen that in London.
You're right, Luke. This town would appear to resemble the one we saw pictured in that book. Although I'm somewhat puzzled as to how we have ended up here. There is nothing strange about any of this.
You're the passenger from the wagon.
The fact that we are here now is a predetermined turn of events.
What do you mean? We were just brought here from outside.
This outside of which you speak, just what exactly are you referring to?
Huh? Well, I mean London, of course.
There is no such place, nor is there any such thing as an outside. Not here. Not in Labyrinthia. Labyrinthia?
What? You mean this is really Labyrinthia? Even so, that doesn't mean that London doesn't exist. If we went back the way we came, we'd be bound to come across it eventually.
If you don't believe me, then why don't you take a look with your own eyes?
Professor, the gate is gone. The gate we came through was right behind us, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was there.
So if that's the case, why does no one around here seem surprised? Seeing such a big gate disappear like that. Hey, where did she go?
This is most perplexing.
What's going on here?
If this really is Labyrinthia, then could it be that we have somehow ended up inside that book?
You mean the book Espella was showing us, don't you? The Historia Labyrinthia.
That's right, Luke. Do you recall what happened to us at Tower Bridge?
Well, I remember that when that book started glowing, but after that I'm totally blank. Professor, you don't think we've somehow been pulled inside that book, do you?
It's a bit early to be drawing conclusions just yet, my boy. There are quite a few people around here. Let's start off by asking a few questions. Okay. You finished patrolling this area, then? Yes, sir. Nothing to report at present, sir. We must be even more on our guard than usual today. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, Captain. Yes? I don't mean to alarm you, but there appears to be a couple of unusual characters approaching our vicinity, sir. What? Oi there, you two! What business do you have with the Order of Knights?
Well, we just wanted to ask a few questions about the area. About the Order of Knights. Are you really real knights?
What's that? You're not poking fun at the Order of Knights, are you?
That was certainly not our intention. We were merely noting about that your appearance is somewhat unusual.
You're saying we're unusual, are you? Well, that's an unusual thing to say. We usually patrol Labyrinthia, doing our usual duty of keeping the usual order. Tell me, what's unusual about that? If anyone's unusual here, it's you two. And I find it quite unusual that I've never seen either of you characters before. Which part of town are you from?
We, just came here from in the back of a wagon, through the gate over there. But then we noticed the gate has vanished. You didn't see anything, did you?
Gate? What gate?
But there was a gate. We just came through it. From outside.
Outside? Now I've been patient with you two, but nothing you're saying makes a lick of sense.
My apologies. I'm afraid it has been a while since we've been here on the main street. And I seem to remember there having been a gate of some sort around here. But Professor... Luke, I think it would be prudent to play along here.
There's definitely something fishy about you two. Captain, I don't suppose these two are... No, I doubt that. Although they do look and act strangely.
Maybe we could test them to see if they really do live here.
A test? Yes, that might be a good idea. I know a good way of deciding whether you two are dubious characters or not.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's very simple. If you really are upstanding members of this community, then you'll be able to solve this.
Solve? Solve what? Luke, it appears this town has puzzles similar to those of our own world.
What are you mumbling about? Are you ready? Then here we go.
Alright, let's see. Puzzle 6. Oh, have we missed puzzles? Night training. Everyone knows that
Everyone knows here at the Order we strive for excellence.
Ensuring you can properly block any attack with your shield is an integral part of maintaining that reputation. We're not...
Oh, sorry, that's the whole thing. Ensuring you can properly block any attack with your shield is an integral part of maintaining that reputation. We're not leaving here until each and every one of you shows me that you can block. Now show me what you've got.
Touch the piece that you would like to move on the touchscreen below. Slide the stylus to move that piece around the screen. When you have found the desired location for the piece, release it by lifting the stylus on the screen. Okay, let's see. So this obviously has to be here. I know. Technically this does make every... Oh, but do we have to somehow make sure that everyone is blocked, or... I mean, this technically works in the sense that every sword is blocked, but... Yeah, I mean, I think this is it. I don't think we have to make sure it...
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so we have...
Genius puzzle, but a tricky one.
Incorrect. A piece of advice.
A piece of advice. Pay attention to the position of the other knights. The focus of this training is defense. Make sure each knight is facing a shield.
Okay. We lost some picarots that we could earn for that, though. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. So. To do so, we need an up shield here. Oh. That's all we had to do then. That works. There we go.
I've already seen the answer.
There we go.
That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
Well done. Perfect form. You've done the Order proud. As for the slackers, consider yourselves training overtime until you get it right. Okay. Truly impressive puzzle solving. Of course, any member of our community could solve it. But those who can solve it with this level of insight are few and far between. You are no longer under suspicion. Although I must advise you to speak and act with more caution henceforth. Today being a special day, we are on an even higher level of alert than usual. It seemed a bit touch and go for a moment, but I think we've convinced him. Not only that, but it seems that puzzles are a familiar concept here. Which means that if we run into trouble, we should be able to overcome it through our usual puzzle-solving approach. That's good to know. That puzzle was a bit different to what we are used to, though. It seemed to be a puzzle rather unique to this town, and all the more worth solving for it, wouldn't you say, Luke? Too right, Professor. So what's our next step? Well, my boy, first and foremost, I suggest we take a look around and investigate this town of Labyrinthia. Alright, let's do that. But where should we start? We know next to nothing about this town. That's true, Luke. Although if you recall, we do know somebody who has been here before us. Ah, you mean Carmine, right? Precisely. It appears that Carmine was able to leave this town and return to London. However, it would also appear that he was unaware of how he managed to do so. So you mean Carmine's activities here may be our only clue to getting back? I'm afraid so, Luke. First things first. Let's see if we can find any signs of his presence here. Right you are, Professor. Let's start investigating. Okay, let's see. Have you ever played any of the Professor Layton games, Portland? Enjoy yourselves while you can. Actually, I don't remember who this is. For you will no doubt soon realize the role you have been chosen to play. Okay. Guess let's talk to everyone and investigate everything we can. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't either. I kind of want to. Because this game shows it's pretty fun, actually. I haven't seen you two around here before. Do you know where you're standing? Well, I might be wrong, but I think we're in Labyrinthia. That's not what I mean. You tell them, Cecil. Me? Well, it's just that this is our territory, you see. Your territory? Yeah, same. I really want to as well. That's right. You two just went and walked right into our territory. Oh, I get it. You mean we walked into the area you always play in, right? Sorry, we didn't realize. Do you mind if we join you here for a while? You heard him. What do you think? I guess it'd be alright. The more the merrier, I say. Fine. Here's what we'll do. If you can solve this puzzle, then you can stick around. It's our initiation test. It is a little funny how puzzles just pop up randomly all the time. Let's see. Puzzle 7. Unusual music box. This puzzle worth 20 pictograms. There are four dolls atop a music box. Each doll is facing in a different direction. Touching the buttons on the touchscreen will turn 2 of the dolls 90 degrees. Rotate the dolls so that they all face forward. However, you cannot press the same button twice in a row. Face forward, so like that. Oh yeah, like that. Okay. Oh, I almost had it. You can kind of like randomly push buttons until you get it, I think. Oh yeah. Notice this one, right? Yeah. Nice.
See what you think of this. As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Excellent. Let the dancing commence. Nice. Hey, you're pretty good. That was a piece of cake. After all, solving puzzles is my specialty. Yeah, me too. It'd only take me 10 seconds to solve a puzzle like that. Really? I didn't know you solved puzzles. You, just keep out of this. Nobody asked you. Anyway, you're now an official member as promised. From now on, you're number 2. Number 2? Yep, I'm number 1. You should feel proud. As number 2, you can walk around the town freely. Not only that, but I'll let you in on a secret. If you can check those green flags over there, you'll find something I hid there. Okay. Thanks. Somehow I get the feeling that even if I hadn't become a member, number 2, I could have walked around the town freely. Your destination is out of town center. Oh, I guess not. The green flag, this one? Here. Hint coin found. Nice. They're selling various equipment. Swords and shields are lined up on the display counter. Okay, let's go to the town center, I suppose. Ho hum ho hee, I'm just so happy. Why are you so happy? Well, that should be obvious. Today I get to gaze upon Inquisitor Barnum in all his splendor. Inquisitor Barnum? What's he like? Are you serious? I can't believe there's a young boy who doesn't know all about Zach Barnum. He's so splendid and handsome and kind. He's just amazing. I'm surprised anyone could be that wonderful. Oh, you'll understand when you see him. He'll be making his appearance soon over on North Parade Avenue. Ho hum ho hee, I'm just so happy. I have to go now and see what I will see. She seems to have headed north. She said North Parade Avenue, didn't she? Oh, sorry. She said North Parade Avenue, didn't she? Do you think some sort of event will be taking place there? I can't say for certain, but wherever you look, the townspeople certainly do seem excited about something. It could be that some kind of special social event is being held today. Sounds exciting. Let's hurry up and see what's going on. Oh, what have we here? A man and a lad! Like 2 lost sheep, it makes me so sad. Wow, are you singing for us? Ah, how fascinating. This man is clearly a minstrel. Minstrel? They were around in the Middle Ages, weren't they? Indeed. In the Middle Ages, minstrels were a kind of professional musician or poet. Although I do find it a little embarrassing to refer to as a lost sheep. Well, at least it's better than being called a little lost lamb, right, Professor? Little lost lambs, please have no fear. The bard, your shepherd, is standing right here. Labyrinth town, so your ways be known. I shall give the lambs a map of their very own. You're right, Luke. I did prefer sheep, but it is most kind of this gentleman to provide us with a map of the town. It is my pleasure, it is my delight. I am only doing what is right. Thank you, minstrel. This map will come in handy. The sheep are happy, the bard is pleased, but sadly that map is a bit of a tease. Huh? What do you mean? Actually, the map I just gave you is all in pieces. What? Puzzle time. Puzzle 8. Map mishap. This puzzle is worth 30 picarots. The town map is broken up into 12 separate pieces. Touch each piece to correctly rearrange the map. Pay special attention to the layout of the streets and how they connect. Okay, so it's just a very, very standard puzzle. Okay, well this gotta be in... These gotta be like in the left corners, maybe. So we need... Okay, well that doesn't fit. So then... So we need a house. Like that, maybe? No. We need... Or is it like this? Probably is like this. No.
Or maybe... Okay, that's a circle complete, kind of. Almost. No. We need another curve. Oh yeah, like that. This. No, now we need... Okay, that fits there. Nope. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. This corner piece. No, it goes here. Oh, is that it? I know. That part definitely fits more cleanly. But... does not fit. Oh, that fits. But then... oh yeah, no, this fits, I think, right? That does not fit. No. Oh, that doesn't even fit there. That kind of fits. No, it doesn't. This doesn't fit either. Alright, this fits here though, I remember that. Oh yeah, don't we need like a... there, that fits there. Oh yeah, we just need side pieces like that, and then... no. Oh, swap these pieces? Wait, yeah, that looks like it fits. Yeah, one continuous image.
I've already seen
Nice.
the answer.
Sweet.
You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Correct. You are now fully equipped to explore Labyrinthia. Oh, mappy days. Minstrel? You did it! You fixed the map! Well done! Now I can continue with my bawdly descriptions of the town. The sheep helped the shepherd, and now all is well. The bard, he can sing, of the town he can tell. Please think nothing of it. I'm just glad we have the map in one piece. Now let me tell you about our proud town. The first thing you should know is that it is round. Right is a baker selling bread for your meal. Left is a weaponsmith sharpening steel. In the north, the town people gather and wait, and I must go sooner before it's too late. There definitely seems to be something big going on to the north, Professor. Yes, it would appear so, Luke. Let's make sure we have a look a little later. A new destination has been added to the map, East Shopping Area. A new destination has been added to the map, West Shopping Area. A new destination has been added to the map, North Parade Avenue. Okay. Honestly, I think this is a good point to call it. Let me, just in case, save emulation for save state, in case it doesn't keep the save file like it didn't last time. Save. But yeah, thanks for coming by, Portland. I appreciate you. I'm always happy to see you in the chat. I should be back next month, so I'll see you soon, okay? Yeah, thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. It's been too long. But yeah, I should be back next month. See you, bro.